Let's do it.
Go!
Come on, get out of my way, Wario. Alright, there we go. Got the win right there, just like that. Alright, we only have a few more turns remaining, so let's go ahead and see the current standings. Alright, so Toadette's in last, Wario's in third, Burrow's in second, and I'm in first. So since Toadette is the one in last place right now, she's gonna be the one that spins Bowser's Wheel of Fun. Oh boy, 10 additional Koopa Kid spaces. Now we really gotta watch out for those. Alright, bro, let's go put her swap orb right there. That will get rid of one of those Koopa Kid spaces out there, and she does get an 8. Alright, now it's time for Burrow to play some baseball. And she gets 6 cores overall there. And she gets a Zap Orb. Alright, let's see what happens now with Toadette. 4. And 8 for a total of 12. Alright, so Toadette has to stop right here since she just went over to Birdo's Swamp Orb space. Alright, on Wario. 7. He gets a Zap Orb. And he lost some cores there on the red space. Now it's on to me. Alright, we get a 7. Oh, now I get a Fireball Orb. Nice. Alright, where am I going to go here? Let me try to think about this. Okay, that's barely enough spaces for me to get the treasure chest on the right here. So, well, I'll go that way. Alright, what are we getting in this one? And it was a good thing I went that way, because I just got myself another star! So we got 3 of them now. Let's find out where the new treasure chests are going to be this time. There's one right up there, and then there's one right here, and we got one right there. Alright, this time it's a 1 versus 3 mini game, and we're playing Pogo a Go Go. Paired up with Burrow and Toadette on this one. Here we go. Burrow was in my way right there for a moment, but we're still okay. Ah, Toadette just fell down. A bow fell down too, so it's all up to me in these last 5 seconds. Okay, we're gonna hold on for that win right there. Okay, 3 more turns left to go right now. And Burrow's gonna put her zap orb right here. She does get 2 coins inside it. 7. Oh, now she gets a pig boo orb. We gotta try to watch out for that. Alright, what's Burrow gonna get inside this treasure chest? Oh, looks like she's getting another star, so now she's got 2 of them. But let's not get too worried right now since we still have the lead. Okay, where are the new treasure chests now? We have one right over there, then there's one right here, and there's one right there. Alright, Colette gets herself a 1. Alright, Wario is going to use that slow shroom orb now. And he's going with the 10. He can't go for the game right now since he doesn't have enough coins to do that. He can't even open up this treasure chest either, so nice try. Alright. It's time for Wario to play some baseball here. And he's going to get 4 coins. But even so, he's just 1 coin short of having enough right here to open up the treasure chest. He does get a zap orb right here. So all because he's just short on the money for what he needs to open up a treasure chest, he still cannot open it. Okay, so it is on to me. I may as well go ahead and use my fireball orb right here, because this will be in effect right here for the last 3 turns of the game. Alright, we do get a 6. Alright, I am not going to stop by the orb shop. Alright, now we're doing a 4-player mini game, and it's going to be Ghost in the Hall. Alright, let's do it. Oh boy, there's a pink boo over there. And we got it! That was very easy. Alright, we have 2 more turns remaining. And Birdo's gonna get herself an 8. She's barely gonna be able to get to that treasure chest. So what is she going to get in there? That's a bomb. So now Burrow has to go back to the start. Alright, 5 for Toadette. Alright, she does get a zap orb. And she's not gonna pay to go through the gate. I can definitely see why on that, since that literally one of the treasure chests is just right over here. Alright, what does she get inside it? Looks like it's gonna be some coins. Alright, what does Wario get here? Well, he's gonna place one of his zap orbs right over there. 10. Alright, let's see how Wario can do now and trying to be a movie star. And looks like he failed. Alright, he's not visiting the orb shop. It's just short of my Pig Boo Orb space. That would have been very nice if I did get a star. But we'll also have to see if it will possibly happen here on the last turn. Alright, we do get some of Toadette's coins since we were able to pass her with my Fireball Orb. Alright, anyways, let's go play some baseball now. We didn't do too bad right there. I only missed the last couple of balls, but I still did good enough for 6 coins. Alright, we do get a Toady Orb. And we're also barely gonna make it to this treasure chest as well. What are we gonna get in there? It's another star! How about that? Alright, now we got 4 of them. And the new treasure chests are gonna be right over there, there, and there. We are also going to be able to get some of Birdo's coins right here since we were able to catch up to her on this tournament by Fireball Orb. So we literally stole coins from 2 of my opponents with down this turn. That was very impressive. Alright, now we're going to play Track and Yield for our next mini game. Alright, let's do it. Got it! Simple as that. Alright, anyways, and it's now time for the final turn. Surprisingly, Birdo is not placing down her Pink Boo Orb for some reason. I don't know why she chose not to do it right there, but that was just odd. Alright, so Toadette is putting her Zap Orb right there. She does get 2 coins inside it. 7. Alright, let's see how she does in some baseball. Well, she only was able to hit the last ball overall here, so she is only going to get 2 coins. Alright, Wario's placing his Zap Orb right over there. 1. Oh, now he's gonna land on my Pig Boo blue orb space. So since Wario does have a star, we do get to take it away from him. Sorry, Wario, that star is mine now. So we were able to make very good use of that pink blue orb that I picked up from earlier. So we are now going to go up to 5 stars.
Hey, no.
Alright, anyways, we'll go ahead and use my Toy Orb here. And since it is the last turn, and I like to put it right over there. Alright, we get a 5, and we are going to get more of Toadette's coins as well. Alright, well anyways, doesn't really matter where we go, since we're not going to be able to get to a treasure chest here on the last turn, so I will go that way so we can get some more coins on the blue space. And we are going to do a 4-player minigame to finish things off. Target tag. This one I usually do very good at here, so hopefully we can get ourselves a very good score. But we shall see what happens. Alright, I win with 160 points. Nice. Alright, so that is it for the last turn. Now it is time to go over the final results, and then we'll see who our winner is in just a moment. So here's all our stars. I did have the most of those in the end with 5, so we definitely should be in very good shape to win this right here for sure. Alright, let's see our coins. I did have the most of those in the end with 99, and according to what I saw right here of how much stars I had compared to everybody else, we are going to be guaranteed to lock up a win right here, since I basically did have the most coins, and that I was leading by 3 or more stars. So no matter what happens with the bonus stars, we'll be good. Alright, anyways, let's check out what bonus stars we have here for this game. Minigame star, orb star, and running star. So let's start off with the minigame star. I think that has to be me right here for sure, but let's see. Yes, we got it. Now let's go to the orb star. Who's gonna get this one? Oh, really? Looks like everybody won that, so nobody even gets that bonus star. That's quite interesting right here. Alright, but anyways, let's go ahead and finish things off with the running star, and let's see who's going to be getting that one. Let's go into Birdo, alright. But like I mentioned earlier, we already know who won this right here, so let's go ahead and reveal the winner right now. The winner is... It's me! So that will make me the superstar right there. And we finished with a total of 6 stars. So that is a great way to wrap up this belated birthday special right here for Luke. And I think he'll definitely be very proud of me right here for how I managed to get this win right here. That was certainly very awesome. So... anyways, let's go ahead and check out our detailed results before we wrap things up here for this segment, and also for this belated birthday special in general. Alright, so anyways, I did have a minigame by 60 over Wario. It looks like me and Wario tied for shopping by 5 over Birdo. All of us used 4 orbs right here. No wonder nobody got the orb star right at the end. Oh, look at how close it was in terms of running right here. It was mainly close right here between all my opponents, while I wasn't even anywhere close for that. But Burl had that by 1 ahead of Toadette. And Toadette landed on the most blue spaces. Wario landed on the most red spaces with 3. I had 2, Burrow had 1, and Toadette was the only one that didn't even land on a single red space. Me and Wario have 1 character space, while Birdo and Toadette didn't land on any of them. Birdo and Toadette have 1 green space, while me and Wario didn't land on any of them. Birdo and Wario have 1 dual space, while me and Toadette didn't land on any of them. Birdo was the only one that landed on a Mike space. Toadette was the only one that landed on a DK space, and none of us landed on any Bowser spaces, so that's certainly very good news for all of us. And I'll let you all see the graphs as well. But yeah, certainly a great game right here that we have to wrap up this belated birthday special. Like I said right here. So yeah, I'm certainly very proud of myself for that right here, for how we came out on top. Alright, anyways, we are going to get 285 cruise mileage points. And yeah, anyways, that is going to wrap it up for VideoGameFan5's belated birthday special. And yeah, I certainly had a lot of fun doing this for him. Hopefully Luke really enjoyed this as much as I did. It was certainly a very, very fun one to do right here with all those great games that I played for him. But yeah, anyways, Luke, I do hope you did enjoy your birthday yourself right here, and even though I couldn't get around to doing your birthday special right on time for what I was originally planning right here, it was at least still very nice that I did a belated one for you right here. But as long as it turned out very good for me, for what I was hoping for, it's just all that is very important. But either way, I'm glad I had a lot of fun doing this belated birthday special for Luke, like I said, and hopefully he really enjoyed it as well. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.